sound again.
Oh, for goodness sake,
Every week.
We're live. Hey everyone.
Hey,
Watch
everyone.
Thursday, we're live.
Welcome to Friday night at the Trekkie Girls. How are you all? Who have we got with us today? Let's have a little look. Don't be shy. Don't be
Our little
shy.
Friday night theme.
What? We do Friday night Trekkie Girls.
No, but like a little theme tune that isn't Trekkie Girls. Like
we do.
Another night, another dream.
We should do that. Yes.
Yeah. You can make it Trekkie it.
Yes. But
YouTube will cut
still,
us.
they do even if you do voiceovers, it's terrible. I know,
Imagine
right?
being that person that's in charge of like watching every single YouTube video. No.
Oh, so sweet.
I know robots do it. Okay.
Okay, well, hey, Richard. We got one person watching. Well done, Richard.
Has anyone got power cuts? Apparently, there's power cuts in the country.
I heard that.
We have power.
We have power in the southeast of England. Yet we have power. So we probably shouldn't brag about this. Everyone will come running.
Yes.
Hi, Julian. Hi, me too. I love a power cut too. So tonight we've got lots of things to talk about, as always. Isn't it always so much to talk about in Star Trek?
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah. And tonight we thought we'd talk about a few things. Talk about Discovery, because we've been so overwhelmed with news from Picard, haven't we?
And then we got the worst Discovery news ever.
Did we? Oh, yeah.
Such
It's
a
not-
long time away.
It's not the worst possible news.
Yeah.
So play down.
Yeah, no, the cancellation of the series. Like, yeah,
Not
no,
that
but it's a long time away.
Yeah, we were
Long time away.
We were okay. We've got Richard Ashton and Richard Ashby. Hi,
You
Richard.
say
Oh.
Ashford then, like,
Yes.
whoa.
And
Paisley Paddy.
oh, hey
Aw.
everyone. Hi, Herbie. Best Captain Picard, obviously. And Paisley Penny. Oh, Penny. Hi. Can't wait for DST this year. Hi, Neil. How are you? Oh yeah, everyone's joining now.
Yay.
Yes, so we're going to talk about Discovery.
They're used to us being fashionably late. That's what it is. They won't be on yet.
What we think the theme might be this year. We've got some news about Deep Space Nine. We're going not news. We haven't got news. We have the news is Sarah's been watching it. That's breaking news. And so we're going to talk about that. And also we've got a cocktail we made tonight called the Silent Disco, which is named after the fact that we're not going to have Discovery back for till at least what was it, October 2020?
I was going to say it's
late
late
2020.
We did say last week we wondered how they would slate it. Like, are they going to have Picard and Discovery at the same time? But it makes sense for them to space it out. And what we're dreaming of in 2020 is at no point will there be no new Trek.
Yes.
So you'll have to put up with us every week throughout 2020.
Yay!
For you.
All the time. Yeah. So first subject. Who do you think is going to be the captain of the Discovery? Now we've got through Lorca and Captain Pike.
I vote for Saru.
You think Saru, do you?
Saru.
I'm gonna go. I don't think they're gonna act like Starfleet because they're not. Starfleet as they know it isn't there. So will they actually form?
I think they would still. It's part of them. They will look for a leader, maybe not a captain.
But I think just
I
someone.
think they will look for someone, possibly a mixture of Saru and Burnham, because like Burnham was almost volunteering Saru, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, he was looking to her. He thought she would be the natural choice. So maybe they'll both kind of a little
coalition.
Yeah, like you say, maybe not a captain per se, because it wasn't quite ready to promote Saru. He was basically giving him the command. He was like, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
But they will look to someone for guidance.
Yes.
They won't all be on an even keel. It's not the way they work.
Yeah.
I think they will automatically form some sort of like Tilly will always look to Stamets.
But I think there'd be more like group conversations instead of one person going to a captain. It'd be more a round table discussion.
Yeah, they'll have that will be Burnham and Saru's.
More of a ready room. No, not ready room. Is it ready room?
The ready room.
Yeah, the ready room.
Yeah. Like a round table type.
Yeah.
I guess it depends how much of it is on Discovery as well.
So this is what I think. I think there won't be the chance to discuss a captain this season. I kind of get the impression things have gone. I don't. Sonequa said something about they go through the wormhole, but they don't all end up in the same place.
And like Carol said, she's quite a bit ahead of the ship, isn't she?
Yeah. So it's logical that we see that.
You know what's going to happen? The first half of the series, they'll be trying to get back
Find
together
each other.
again. Like when we were waiting for Spock.
So Rue seems the most popular. So yeah. So
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No worries.
Star Trek could do with a first alien captain. If
That is a good point, Julian. That is a really good point.
Oh, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
That is a good
They've
point.
never had an alien captain.
No, that is
I
true.
like that.
And Star Trek's all about diversity. And
Yeah.
That time we had a.
I think Saru's well on his way to being captain.
He will be a captain at some point. And I kind of think the first season will be them all just trying to find each other. Saru will take a command type position, but I do think you're right. I think it will be more of a collaborative thing. I do wonder whether maybe something happens with the ship. Maybe the ship's lost. We know Sonequa ends up in Iceland or whatever planet it is. They don't end up in Terralegium, and
we also know eventually the ship is abandoned.
Yeah, that's true. The ship might be gone completely.
So the ship might be.
It's got to have some damage, right? I mean,
the ship may be a captain itself.
Ooh.
And Carol's always right.
I'm not always right. Sometimes
Often
I'm
right, a
wild
lot.
speculations.
That's a good point. It could be that no one's on the ship.
Oh, I miss it so much just talking about it.
I know.
I haven't
I
thought about
can't wait.
Stamets for a while. I miss it
I
so
know.
much.
It is
It's my
sad.
favourite.
What do you guys think? So a lot of you guys think Saru would be the good guy. He was really good. He really stepped up, didn't he?
Yeah.
I love what they did with his character in the last series. Just like that whole breaking of the ganglia's falling off.
Yeah.
Just
He came kick-ass, didn't he?
He did.
really did.
Yeah.
And
He deserves to be captain.
he does. I kind of think the Discovery would be left with a skeleton crew, maybe.
I don't.
Maybe Tilly would be in command of the ship or something. That would be cool. Captain Gilly, she'll get a captain after all, but there would only be like 6 people on the ship.
Yeah, stranded like 900 years in the
Yeah,
future.
exactly. And then of course you've got this guy, because every season we've had, you had Lorca in season 1, you kind of have Pike in season 2, and now we seem to have this guy.
Hello.
Hello. I love that noise. Gives me chills like that.
Oh, I miss that so much.
Yeah, I'm so. But we're gonna like this guy now.
Yeah.
And isn't it funny? What I love about Discovery is they also have this like hunk of the month, but like hunk of the year. So we've had Lorca, we've had it's almost like the eye candy bit in reverse, but for girls now. We get the doctor's companion.
Yeah.
But it's the guy. So
It's
I like
true.
this. I like this.
They're listening to us.
Yeah. So I quite like this thing they have.
Do we know anything about that guy yet?
We know his name's Cleveland Booker.
So it's not the guy from
Calypso.
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
No. But I think we might see him again. I think there's
They can't just be that one
No.
random short that they never
exactly.
explained. I mean, I guess they did explain the ship being stranded in the future.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it was about.
Well, the ship is in the future, not why it's
And then to be fair, actually, no, because they never really explained.
Didn't just say why it was in the
They never really explained. Oh God, Jippers on the beach. Jippers on the beach. That one. Jippers on the beach.
Oh,
Jippers on the beach.
why
They never.
that
Yeah, they
sure
never.
exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that just a character extension
I
for
see,
Mutt, or
But
was
with
there more to it?
Calypso, now it seems very obvious, like considering how early it came out, they obviously were thinking of season 3 back then.
Yeah, that's true.
And which is remarkable, really. I think it's remarkable. Seeing as when they wrote Best of Both Worlds Part 1, they didn't know what was going to happen in the second one.
I think,
They know they're on the money train now.
I think TV series these days plan, season arcs, years in ahead, so they have, threads that run throughout.
Do you remember? I really liked Starcross when it first came out, and it only ever made 1 season. But I remember reading behind it, she'd actually written 7 seasons. Like what would have happened?
Wow.
So she had them planned for 7 seasons, and how it would pan out after 7 seasons. It must be so gutting.
So-
You get 1 season and you're
Oh,
cancelled.
yeah.
I think Battlestar and I think Babylon 5 famously did it, where they had threads within the first 3 episodes that don't pan out to season 5 or 6.
Because they had more.
Yeah. So they had a whole story to tell.
It's quite optimistic, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
That's a good way to work, but you could also
Yeah.
lose out.
It's just if people pick up on it, isn't it? And,
But Justin thinks Discovery will be 5 seasons in total and 5th season will return to their present.
Ooh,
I'm interested to hear more of your thoughts there,
Yeah.
Jeff. Why do you think that? And Julian thinks Saru has the confidence and calmness of a great captain. And this whole 32nd century thing is going to be really interesting as well, because what you were saying, was it you just said about, no, Scott, did you say about they're in the future and things are different? And they won't behave like Voyager behaved, which was very much stick to their principles.
Yeah, because I kind of think they're like fish out of water. Technology will be ahead of them, like the chain of command. Though it seems the same to us, I imagine it's very different. If you piece,
Actually, there's something there. Like, as for the new character in season 8, I think he will have a lot of surprises in store for him. I think he'll also have a lot of surprises in store for the crew, because they're not used to dealing necessarily with people outside of, the Federation and their rules. Do you know what I mean? So he's not going to adhere to their rules necessarily, unless the Federation still exists. That time.
I don't think they are going to be technologically more advanced.
Really?
No, I just have this hunch.
Do you think it's like a dystopian future?
Yeah, I kind of think that humanity. At the moment we are
Effed up.
Good. But actually, we're in a good phase right now. Like,
but you think in the future, maybe effed up.
So like right now here on Earth, we're on in the 21st century where we stand. I think we're in a good phase. But I think
it's going downhill quick, isn't it?
We're on a bit of a precipice here. We can go one or two ways. And I think it's probably going to go. And sadly, it's not looking. I think it's not looking too great right now. We can still stop it, but. If it were to go the way of Starfleet, the way Star Trek predicts, we've got a great big Third World War coming. So we go through a really dark stage, and if you look at the way the humans were living in Star Trek First Contact, it was less advanced than we are living right now, isn't it? Okay, they built a warp ship, so the knowledge is still there, the understanding's still there, but the actual means to deliver it is difficult when you're a human and you rely on infrastructure and technology, and you don't have access to it.
It's funny, isn't it, when you look at things in the future, like Back to the Future, what they envisaged of the future. It's like, some of it is good, some of it not.
But we're definitely living in a good phase now. But I think maybe what happens with Starfleet in the future, 1,000 years is a long time. You've got Section 31, you've got bad AIs, you've got all sorts of new unknown things. It's, it could, you always have to be vigilant, don't you? As Picard said, you have to always be constantly vigilant because you could lose paradise at any moment. You really, really can. So I think that's what's going to happen in the 32nd century.
Maybe they're going to save the future.
I think Discovery is going to have a role in getting humanity back on track.
I'm trying to think, you remember back, so much happened in that season. Like, I'm trying to think of like her mum, like, is she going to find her mum again and stuff like that? Like,
Which kind of leads us on to what we're actually already on it, aren't we? Then what's the theme going to be? Because you kind of had, and Sonequa talked about this at San Diego, she's had her arc of the first season where she was to blame for the Klingon War, rightly or wrongly she was blamed. Then she it kind of all came together in the last season, didn't it? She found her mum, she made peace with her brother. She's probably a whole different person now.
Yeah.
Now she's stranded in Iceland.
I was going to say, this is probably the most confident she's been in her life.
Exactly, yeah.
So yeah.
So we've had a war, we've had artificial intelligence in Section 31. What are they going to be battling now, do you think?
I actually did Memory Alpha for the World War III.
Did you?
Yeah, it was a good tip. I don't really understand it.
Oh, well, you're watching Deep
Well,
Space Nine.
I was just trying to work out if it's actually going to happen. Like, I wondered if we were on the precipice of World War III right now, but I think not quite.
Do you know what?
In actually the terms of what happens in Star Trek, it's to do with the lady that died, isn't it? No?
No, you're thinking World War II.
No, is that Elizabeth? Oh, is that? No, okay. No,
Yeah.
what is it to do with? I looked it up and I can't remember. Is it something to do with artificial intelligence?
No, I don't think World War III was ever really defined as to the cause of it.
It just happened. There was something. It was on Memory Alpha. I can't remember. But I did Google it.
Oh, was it?
Okay.
No, I don't think it was ever really defined specifically. But watching Deep Space Nine, you'll have a good.
They keep mentioning the Dominion.
So,
yeah, I do.
let's face it, Federation were lucky winning Dominion War, so there's a good chance the Federation may not exist.
I don't know anything about this. Spoilers!
Oh God, Crane, what would be the chance that season 3 Discovery would see the Bajoran wormhole through Deep Space Nine and see a 32nd century Dominion? They're back! Oh my God! Can you imagine a 32nd century Dominion? I mean,
crazy.
Yeah, who knows?
Are the Dominion a species or
It's like a federation.
Oh, bad
Like
federation.
bad federation.
Like Section 31.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, but yeah,
Like Kardashians in it.
Well, no,
see.
yeah.
Watch and see.
Spoilers, Sarah.
See.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to know by the end of season 2. Or at least have a hint.
Yeah.
They keep talking about it. Even in the random episodes they mention the Dominion, you know it's important when they mention it in the random episodes.
Tim's asking when do we think Picard series to eventually air on Amazon? I think you're right. I think it's going to be early January or February.
Yeah.
The last 2 seasons of Discovery have been January, haven't they? Because the last one was the 17th. So I think it will be about then. I think it's taken Discovery's slot.
Yeah.
So then, if we say it runs for about 10 weeks, then there'd be a little gap, and then Discovery back on.
God, we're wishing away the time, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, Paddy says, I don't care what happens in season 3 as long as the amazing Michelle Yeoh.
Yay!
What I would like to see is, now they're in the future, there is a bit of a Voyager feel to this series now. They're kind of lost in space, but through time. What would be cool is if you had some sort of, and one of you mentioned it earlier, it'd be like, it was Jeff who said, season 5 they returned to their present. But wouldn't that be cool if you had those flashbacks back to the 23rd century where you could see Pike and Spock talking about them in some way, the way you did in Voyager, when you'd see Barclay and Troy and all that, talking about Voyager and trying to make contact with them. That would be nice, wouldn't it? If you just saw, I want to see Lorel again. I don't care what goes on. I want Lorel back. I want to. See what
It's sad, isn't it? We've got so attached to these actors, and you think a few of them now possibly we're not going to see again, like Jane Brooks, Lorel, Ken Mitchell.
And they're only Star Trek.
Ken Mitchell's probably still going to be in it.
Yeah, they'll be Klingons.
He's the new Jeffrey.
They'll be Klingons.
Yeah.
I love Ken Mitchell.
Shall we do a bit of Deep Space Nine?
Yes!
Shall we do Deep Space Nine? Okay,
Should
ready?
we do it? Let's do it.
Okay, so this week we've been watching the episodes Melora,
Awesome.
Rules of Acquisition, Necessary Evil, Second Sight, and Sanctuary.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
What do you think?
Oh, they're really good. They're really good. So I love Melora, because you don't often in Star Trek, she's not disabled, she's differently abled, but it makes her disabled in their, what's the word? Environment.
Yeah.
And that was really interesting. They have so many, you don't really have illnesses, do you, and disabilities in Star Trek because they fix it all. But that was really interesting to see that take on it. You don't see that very often in Star Trek. Creepy Bashir was back, obviously.
Oh, of course. Yeah. At least he got some
He
G
definitely got some zero gravity stuff. But I really liked that, and I actually really liked him in that episode, although he got some.
Zero G.
I like the way she was just constantly defensive and battling, and he was not having any of it. He was I'm not going to let you, use your disability in this way. You're just going to be a normal human being. And I really liked that. And I liked that in the end she decided to stay as she was, because otherwise she wouldn't have defeated the bad guys. So I really liked that episode.
I was reading about that episode, and apparently they were originally going to have someone like Melora who, had different gravitational needs, and as a main character, it worked out too difficult.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Production-wise, so they replaced her with Dax.
Oh,
It's a shame, because and that's where Discovery does quite well. There are a lot more people with different abilities and disabilities, so
yes,
that's good.
Linus and his sinuses.
What
was the next one? I forgot.
The next one is Rules of
Oh, it's
Acquisition.
the female Ferengi.
Such a good
good
episode.
God, I love the female Ferengi. She was awesome.
It was a good episode. I think there could have been some things that probably would be different about it now.
Yeah.
But I thought at the time it was really progressive.
Did this span
for the
2
90s.
episods?
No.
The female. She didn't come out in the first one, did she? Oh no, yeah, we'd seen the character in previous episodes.
Oh, have we?
Yeah. I'm sure she was in either 1 or 2 episodes prior to this, and then this was the one that it was revealed that she was a woman. I think I actually did guess this one, actually.
Ooh.
I think I actually did guess this one.
You pulled a Carol.
I pulled a Carol, I got it. But no,
it was good. But I thought it was really good how they handled it at the time, like
Yeah.
the way Dax approaches Pell, like, oh my god, you do love him, you know, she gets it.
Yeah.
But I think now maybe it'd be a bit different, you know, the way Court handled it. But oh my god, that.
Yes.
Oh god, what's the species called? What they call the people with the funny faces? Oh god, I did not totally say that. Oh my
With the red.
god, yeah.
Who's the guy out of Buffy? He's in everything.
I want to say, oh god, what's his name?
You know who I mean, don't you? You know who I mean.
Yes.
Not him. I can't think of his name. He's in everything. He's in
I wanted
all...
to say Tony Todd, but it's not Tony Todd. He's another
You
guy.
just
Buffy.
know him. He's
Yeah.
always the bad guy.
Yes.
Always the bad guy. X-Files,
Yeah.
Buffy.
I
Oh,
want to say, is it Brian Thompson? Is that him?
let's Google it quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Yes,
him.
that's him.
Brian Thompson.
Brian Thompson, definitely. Oh, my look, he played quite a few people in Star Trek.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Probably
Wow.
always bad guys.
Yeah, he's just got one of those faces.
Yeah.
He's just got one of those
But
faces.
the woman's face when she sort of catches Pell and Quark, she's just smirking to herself like.
Oh my god, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was funny.
And it was like just that little bit of comedy she really brought.
yeah,
She was one of those like. Sometimes there are kind of not background actors, but you know, bit part actors, and they really play it well. And she did do that.
She
part
did
well.
very well. Yeah, no, liked that episode a lot.
Excellent. Second Sight.
Necessary Evil.
No, sorry, Necessary Evil.
Yeah, just skipping over
She's
that
just
one.
skipping the one she don't like. What happened in this one?
Necessary Evil, was that the one with Odo and?
Oh, was this with his? No, this was
his past and his
I
investigation.
really did. I found this one really interesting with the backstory with Kira and Odo, and she was so worried that it was going to ruin their friendship.
Yeah,
I
me too.
really did like this
thought that was
episode.
really interesting to get what happened. Like, I love flashbacks on Deep
At
Space
first,
Nine.
I didn't understand it. It kind of came out a bit out of the blue. You didn't think it was going to go into a
No.
flashback episode, and all of a sudden you're like, "What's happening? Like, where are they? What's going on?" No, really good.
Yeah, so it's really, really good episode, that one. I've got to admit, there's another episode, I don't want to spoil it for you, but there's another episode where you sort of see another flashback scene, but you see Quark's shame, not her shame, of their friendship. And I was like, oh, it's pretty rich of you, Odo. You know, like, yeah, so I kind of saw it in a different light this time, having seen another episode.
Yeah, no, I like that episode.
Sorry.
I was just reading the comments, sorry.
Facebook has gone quiet. Yeah, no one's watching on Facebook.
Oh.
The next episode was Second Sight.
This one was a bit odd.
This one was just a good sci-fi story. I thought it was. It's not my favourite episode. It's not the worst episode. It's just a
Little gentle break.
There we go.
They don't
Yeah.
mention the Dominion in this
They
one.
don't mention the Dominion.
Yeah.
Second one.
No, I thought it was an interesting story about terraforming. It got me into thinking about stars going supernova and that sort of stuff. I thought, yeah, that might a connection to Star Trek. I don't know. My imagination likes to go deep. I mean, but nothing really stands out with this episode,
No.
is it? It's a nice little sci-fi
Like
story.
It's nice that he kind of sacrificed himself in the end. You know,
Yeah,
for the greater good.
yeah. Because I thought at first when I heard, with that they bond for life, I'm like, oh great, he's just taken this. Like he can live without her, but she can't live without him. So anyway. The next one, Sanctuary.
This was a weird episode. This was a bit weird.
I thought, like, this one kind of annoyed me a little bit because I thought the Bajorans would be more accommodating of refugees.
It was a
people
little
who've been
bit.
through.
It was a little bit. I did understand their reasons why not, but then at the very, very end, when she says we could have helped you, we could have got you out of that mess. You're like, oh, actually, possibly they could.
Yeah.
You don't know. It's the risk you take, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was a good story about prejudice, about... I guess the point maybe was to be angry about the outcome of the episode. I just thought, I just thought it was a bit short-sighted with the Bajorans. I'm also one of the few people that thinks the Bajorans should have joined the Federation. You?
I am actually one of those
Ah,
people.
there we go.
Yeah,
How about you guys?
should make sure. Yeah,
We do take questions, see me as if they're
Yeah.
nice. We do take questions. So yeah, it's what did you guys think about Bajorans joining the Federation and not allowing?
So, like, Odo and Kira are not members of the Federation.
No,
They're a little bit
they're
like
part of the Bajoran militia.
they're a little bit like the Marquis
Yeah.
in Voyager. Although they eventually become.
They're just the people that run Bajor.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Do you think the Bajoran should have let the Koreans live on Bajor? Or do you think they were right to say, we're sorting out our own problems, we can't fit you in? Tim's asking if we intend on going through another series after completing Deep Space Nine. We always watch Star Trek all the time, Tim. We just keep watching them forever.
Sarah needs to watch Voyager.
I've seen quite a lot of Voyager,
So,
but I want to
yeah.
watch Voyager again. I do like Voyager. It's like,
So, yeah.
I feel like that's my stuff.
Aww.
Yes. Right, so now we have... We've done all the Deep Space Nines.
One of my favourite ones.
Best bit, we haven't had one for a while. Welcome to Quarks. Quarks. Tonight we're going to make a silent disco. And to make this, what we got a glass. A silent disco is named after the fact that we're not having Discovery for a long time. So we may as well drink and make ourselves incommunicado. I was meant to get like a little gif of the Dixon Hill episode of TNG where she's like, and Guidance is incommunicado.
I want to see Guinan back.
Guinan has to be back. I don't know why, but I got a hunch that
You can't have Carl without Guidance. At some point, there has to be, even if she FaceTimes him.
True. I've just loaded up with ice. Now I'm going, Sarah, do you mind just going to the fridge? And at the top there's a jug with my blueberries.
Oh, this is
juice
going
in
to...
it.
You hear a crash in a minute. You know
Just watch a dog wee. I'm an incontinent dog.
Okay.
If you can find some gourd hands while she's delivering.
Sorry about this, guys. We need that first, I'm afraid. So yeah, what I did with the blueberries is I put them in a saucepan. I know, I went to some effort today.
I know, yeah, like, Sam, what did you do to the blueberries?
Oh, the reason there are blueberries in it because Saru eating blueberries, he loves blueberries, so I thought that has to go in a Discovery cocktail.
Oh, did you?
So I just melted some water and sugar equal parts with some blueberries.
I love that you have Klingon words written on your doors.
I have Klingon words right all around the house.
I was going to ask you if you're still learning your Klingon.
I am.
You are still in your app where you have to do it.
Pardon?
You're still in your app.
I am still on my app.
Done
yes.
you.
I had a little dry period, but now I am back on it.
Was it
Oh, God. Yes,
That
really was.
reinvigorated your...
It did. So I've just put in some of this. So this is how it looks. It comes out quite dark red, like
It looks like
colour,
the
I
blood of
guess.
your enemies.
It does. Check you out. I love it when you talk Star Trek.
And when I go...
What was that? Some vodka, unmeasured, just free pour.
This is how Sam makes all cocktails, just so you know.
And just pour the vodka.
At this moment, it's...
Let us know if you want to
moderate.
see more of us making cocktails.
Dash of lemon. Do forgive my shame for using bottled. It's just
So much easier.
yeah. I'm sure I haven't discarded after 6 weeks either.
We don't want a repeat of the Bailey's incident.
And then you can use lemonade or champagne. We personally don't like to water down champagne.
It's
Wrong and dirty.
Yes.
So we're just going to use lemonade. Plus we don't need any more to drink tonight, do we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Probably could do, but we're not going to ruin our champagne on it. Because Carol bought good stuff tonight.
Oh, Carol.
Carol gets the first taste.
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
I am such a fool.
I've got to be singing it all the time.
Darling, I love you.
Oh,
Though it
yeah.
should be cruel.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Who did you
It's very refreshing.
Oh, Carol, there could never be another. You haven't had a drink for 15 years, Paddy. Well done. Well done, mate.
Yeah, we salute you.
Well
Well
done.
done. Good stuff.
That's
You
nice.
don't miss it. Is that alright?
Good on you.
Oh, God, that is actually really good. I like that.
It doesn't taste very alcoholic.
It doesn't.
though.
Maybe
That's
more
the
vodka.
worrying thing.
More vodka.
Bye-bye.
So, Wolf, yes, this is a Star Trek live stream. More
You
vodka.
can tell from the drinking.
Yeah. And the girls
And the fact that we're not out on a Friday night ever.
Oh my god, that's true. When was the last time we went out on a Friday night? To be fair, we're kind of
Hey,
hot.
we're out. We're not at home.
Well, you
That's
practically
true, yeah,
are.
we're out every
You're
Friday
here
night.
so often now, it's like, you know.
Oh, like we even forgot. We we don't even ask anymore if it's on. I just turn up at your house at 7 o'clock every Friday night. Like, hello, let's drink.
And Neil wasn't had a drink for 15 minutes. Whoa, Neil.
Have you started getting shanks?
Alright guys, I think we're going to call it a night before we literally are incommunicado. I hope
we
you'll
need
have
Anson Mount to sample these drinks. Just
Yes, next time you see Anson Mount, tell him the Trekkie girls, we won't lick him.
I can't promise that.
But we will buy him a drink.
But we will make drinks for him, so yes. Who would you
DST is where the party's gonna be at.
Yeah, come to DST, we're going to have a party there, aren't we? Worf says, who would you rather have as a captain, Cisco or Picard?
Picard.
Picard. And I really like Cisco. It's
I do like Cisco.
nothing against Cisco, but Picard's our man. We're Picard people. We grew up on Picard.
The Picard people.
Not the wine. That's what Huey's gonna drink.
I want to get on that. In one quarks from
Trekkie
one
goes
Trekkie
bar.
goes bar.
Yes! We need a name for our bar.
We do, don't we?
Like a cool name.
Yeah, a really funny name, like.
Guys, help us.
Yeah.
Send us your thoughts on what our bar
Bar should be cool.
Yes. I've got an idea, but it's rude.
They would expect no less.
A threesome on racer.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Which is also you'll learn more about.
Yeah.
We're going somewhere with
Watch
that.
this.
Have a good one, everyone. Take care. Good night. Bye.